is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And I am live, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Arna. For those of you who doesn't know me, I am the face behind this personal page, business page, and my YouTube page as well. So I'm streaming this live on 3 pages. All right. So happy, amazing Wednesday, everyone. So I am going over with my last chapter of this magic book by Rhonda Byrne. And tonight is my last night, actually. My last night of doing this day 28. And the topic tonight is all about the remember the magic. So let's talk about this. Oh my God, I'm already done. I'm so proud of myself, right? Tapos at the back, I did an amazing job. Yes, I saw actually, I am so grateful because I attend a manager's meeting today at work and my mentor, because it's my first rotation I just finished my 2 months of training, and now they brought me in a branch, right, just to observe, do my rotation, and I will stay there for 1 month, and next month I go another branch to observe for another month, and if I pass the certification, of course I did, right? And then on my once I'm done with my first rotation, second rotation in another branch, and they're gonna transfer me again to another branch on my third rotation, and they are going to, I just like do my certification if I did an amazing job, right? Before they will give me in a permanent branch to take good care of people, so they're gonna bring me some employees to take good care of, and they give me a branch to take good care of. And yes, this company is super strict, guys. It's very, I compare it, I work in 3 different companies when I came here in United States. It's the first company, and I don't mention the companies because it's very sensitive. So the first company that I work with is an international company. The second one is local. The third one is international also. And this is gonna be my fourth company that I will be working with. But their training is really, really organized, and also you undergo role plays, you do exams. It's just very, very hectic, right? And lots of skill practice, of course. And that is something that this is something that I've learned so much about myself. I've learned that skill practice is not my strength. Yeah, but it's really good too. I take that as a blessing also, because it stretches me out to get out from my comfort zone. For me, is anything that makes me feel uncomfortable is something that I need to push myself about. Even though I feel embarrassed as if that I don't know anything regarding about it, because of course I never done it before. It's new to me. And then they put you on the spot and everybody is listening, and then like I lost words because like I feel like I am really being intimidated, because they are so good. They're amazing too. They're very, very supportive. But again, I keep reminding myself that I am not here to shrink. Even though I made a boo boo, right? Even though I made a mistake, I embrace it because it's a part of my learning lesson. But if I have that mindset before that I feel embarrassed and I want to hide, that is my old mindset. That's the old version of me. I want to probably quit. I might probably don't like the job because like I feel embarrassed in front of the people. But like, hey, I'm here to learn. I'm new. That's why I want to. I'm surrounded with you guys, so you need to teach me, right? I'm still a rookie in this company, so and that's the mentality that I have. Yeah. So every time my manager and her manager is watching me, and all of the leaders are watching me, like, hello. They know that I am new, right? So again, that kind of like give me an idea that I need to skill practice. How can I resolve a situation, right? They give you a certain case, right? And then you study the case, and how do you gonna resolve the case in front of them, right? And let's say I am the manager, and then an employee, right? So we're kind of like really practicing each other. So like, oh my god, like I am not used to do those things in front of all the leaders, in front of my manager and her manager and other managers out there. So I am not really used of them watching me, right? So I kind of like really feel, oh, like if I'm asking you guys, if you're in the middle of managers meeting, in all managers out there watching you, and you're doing role plays, how do you feel, right? And you never done it before, right? I had it, but it's just like it's probably between me and my manager, but it's not in front of everybody and they are listening. So yeah, so for me, like, I kind of like took that as a challenge. I might probably overthink it because like um I'm watching, but it made me smile also because it's a part of my personal growth and development. And actually, I created a lot of brand sales also because I've learned so much from that. So I just take it all in, embracing it. So, and I told myself not to really pressure myself into that situation because, again, I am the rookie and I am learning and I'm watching what they're doing, and getting a lot of feedback as well. So yeah, so that's my day today. So and then after the managers meeting, they let me go home. So I went home around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, California time, being able to do work on my business, created videos, and tonight I just finished my chapter 1 on all the bullet points of my book. So, yeah, so I am getting there, guys. I am getting there. Yeah, I'm so grateful for the technologies that we're using right now that really made my life easier, right? So, and this business really helped me big time. Yeah. Anyway, so tonight's topic is all about remember the magic. Okay, so tonight is not about learning something new, and it's not about fixing yourself. It's not all about improving yourself or becoming someone different, because day 28, remember the magic from this book, right, is all about slowing down long enough to recognize that the magic has already been happening in your life quietly, patiently, and consistently, even during the seasons when you thought nothing was changing, right? So this final day of this magic book by Rhonda Byrne is actually an invitation to really stop reaching outward for proof that life is working, and instead gently run inward, right? Not always, it's not always about the 3D reality. It's all about tuning in to your inner world and really remember that there has always been support, guidance, and grace moving through your days, even when you didn't have the words for it yet, right? So, again, so before we begin, I really want to take a, I love doing this, guys, by taking a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in with me and allow yourself to arrive fully into this moment, knowing that nothing is required of you right now except your presence. So I really appreciate those people who are tuning in tonight. Ganes, Chudali, thank you so much. And then Sumi from Hong Kong. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in with me. I know it's probably late or morning in your area. I think it's in Hong Kong, it's probably afternoon there, right? And in Chicago, it's already like, oh, noontime, midnight actually in Chicago. So, so tonight is about the remember the magic. So, what remember the magic really means? So when Rhonda Byrne talks about remembering the magic, she is not asking us to pretend life is perfect or to deny challenges or to positively when we are tired or discouraged. She is actually reminding us that every single day contains moment of support. And when we when we consciously aware or consciously remember those moments, we change the way your mind relates to it, to life itself, right? So, again, remembering the magic means you are no longer letting your mind rush ahead into worry about tomorrow or 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 no longer replay regret about the past, but instead you gently pause and say, "Let me acknowledge let me acknowledge what actually went right." Right, and this practice doesn't erase difficulties, but it softens the way they sit in your nervous system because gratitude brings the body back into safety. That's why again, she always talks about gratitude because that's really our safety net, you know. So, and this is something that I've read from in Instagram by Charles DeLint. He did mention that that's the thing with magic. You got to know it's still here all around us, or it's just stays invisible to you, right? So what does that mean? What this quote is really teaching us is that magic doesn't disappear when we stop noticing it. It simply becomes invisible to be, it simply becomes invisible to a distracted or fearful mind. So when we remember the magic, we are training our awareness to see what was already present instead of waiting for something external to suddenly make life feel meaningful, you know. And because the thing is, we are trained to really see, you can only believe something once you see the outcome, right? That's what we're trained for. But once you simply believe that, even though you don't see the invisible yet, and believe that it's actually possible in your life, that's where you're going. Because once you believe it inwards that your goal is already done, then there's no choice for universe, for God to make it happen for you. It actually, the universe or God or whatever you believe in, always do something that really matches what you have been working on your inner world, right? Yeah, so that's basically it. Believe in the invisible. There's a quote that believe invisible to possible or something like that. Yeah, there's a quote that I've heard it from the past too. Yeah, so again, so why yesterday holds power. This is one of the most beautiful lessons in day 28 actually, because it's is that yesterday matters, not because it was perfect, but because it holds evidence that life has been responding to you all along, right? So when you remember yesterday's blessing, you are showing your subconscious mind that goodness is not rare, it's not accidental or reserved for other people. You are actually teaching yourself that support shows up in conversation, maybe in timing, right? In moments of rest, also in unexpected help, and even in lessons that didn't really feel comfortable at first. That's why what really happened yesterday is just are those are feedbacks, those are really feedback that is teaching you to what uh, should I do, or it's also teaching you for your growth moving forward, right? So if you're not really happy about the result yesterday, then that's a feedback for you. It's not something that really makes you down, but it's actually teaching you lesson what else you can do moving forward if you're not really happy about the result yesterday, right? Yeah, so if let's say from me, like, oh my god, I was so disappointed about what I did yesterday, right? And then what I'm gonna do? All right, I learned from that, and now from now on I'm gonna do something to make myself proud. So again, those are really good learning lessons that we can learn to really move forward. Okay, so the practice really is that mentioned by Rhonda Byrne, step by step process is always ask the question gently. So you begin by asking one simple question without pressuring yourself, and also without expectation and without judgment. And this is the question that I've learned so far. So what were the good things that happened yesterday, right? And this question really works because whenever you ask a question, your mind actually automatically begins searching for the answers, even if at first it feels like nothing comes up. And then this is so true, guys, because like when you're asking questions, sometimes because of pressure, we and we stop thinking. But once we really reread it, the same questions over and over again, and with the intentions of finding a solution, right? Not being stuck. Actually, you start talking to yourself, you start debating to yourself, and then you finally get the answer. Sometimes if we are actually having a really good conversation with someone, and then the conversation really goes smoothly, and then like, oh yeah, you actually answer your own question. That's why sometimes we have to really pause and think and reread the question over and over and over again, and not like abruptly answering a question without even thinking, right? So for me, that's the reason why repetition is the matter of learning. I love to repeat it over and over again because I get a lot of perception from that question. It really does makes me think like, okay, uh, so let's say what were the good things that happened yesterday, and then that you are going back to your memory lane, right? You're doing the rewind, right? So what happened really yesterday? And for me, every time I really think about that, I always think from the end, not from the start, right? Just like today, right? If I want to do a rehearsal at the end of the night before I go to bed, I always go from the moment that I finish my journaling tonight, and then I go backwards, and if find that spot like that what's happened today that really disappoint me, and like why did I react from that situation. And I keep asking myself, what was the root cause, why I was being reactive, right? And then I keep asking great questions to myself. And it comes to the point that I got that aha moment, like, oh my gosh, that is makes sense, And then rewind that and then play it to to the situations that you like to see, right? Resolve it first before you go to bed, because if you are carrying that problem and you go to bed, it's gonna be the same thing on the next day. So it's always nice to resolve that situation before you go slumbering, right? So yeah, so that's something that I trained myself to do things every single day, because I really want to go sleep with a grateful heart, right? With so much uh, grateful in my heart. Yeah. So, and then the second one that she did mention is let the blessings surface naturally. You know. So again, as you sit with the question, memories will begin to rise. Sometimes slowly and sometimes all at once. And these memories don't need to be dramatic or life changing to be meaningful. They might be moments like waking up safely, receiving a kind message, right? Or maybe something that you were proud of, or laughing with someone, or simply making it through the day with a little more grace than before, right? So that practice is not about finding the best blessings, but about noticing the real ones, right? So the step three also that Rhonda Byrne mentioned is seal each memory with gratitude. So again, so every blessing you remember, right? Softly say the magic words thank you. And you allow the feeling of appreciation to move through your body, and even and just be still, right? Be still, and this, because this is how gratitude becomes embodied, not just being intellectual. Okay, um let's say I'm gonna give you some real examples. Okay, just like an ordinary day, you know so just like yesterday might not have looked special to you, but maybe you remember that you completed a task that you were avoiding for. All right, so or you had a or probably you had a peaceful moment alone, or someone um showed you patience and you say thank you. That moment really matters, because it shows support was present, right? So simple little things like that, that's something that you have to really acknowledge and be grateful for. Just like, for example, a difficult day too. Even if yesterday was very hard, maybe you remember that you didn't quit. You asked for help, you rested, or you learned something important, or you learned something new. And then always say thank you. Because again, gratitude doesn't deny pain, it honors growth, right? It's just like what happened for me today. I might be feeling embarrassed or awkward in the beginning because I wasn't really used to it. And from the moment I thought about it, like why I should be embarrassed of something that I know that I can develop more brain cells, right? Or maybe something that really uh, way that is a real situation that I can really learn something new, and not really, I am not there to embarrass myself with other leaders, but I am there to really train myself to be a great leader like them, right? So again, it's all about your perception or your intention of you attending that meeting. So like, you know what, in the morning I was kind of like really anxious and preparing myself what are the things that they supposed to be asking, because my manager told us to print this and prepare yourself for some exercise on the next day. So I printed the PDF and I like really study it last night too, and I was able to answer all the questions, and that I prepare myself. And then again, when I went to bed last night, I visualize. See, this is where mostly people really misunderstood that visualization prior to go to bed is the most powerful thing that you can do. Always visualize your day, right? On the next day. Like how Arnett's day look like on Thursday, right? And I visualize that. I visualize that work is, work is that I've been learning a lot from work. That I am working with amazing people, with amazing clients, and then I visualize the way I like it to be. And that's basically what I did last night. After preparing myself, answering all those questions, Q&A question on that PDF that my manager emailed us, and I was actually visualizing myself that my day for that meeting is one thing that I am proud of. Something that I am not overthinking anything, something that I'll be learning a lot, right? And then, yeah, I visualize the scene. It went really well, and I actually enjoy it, and which is the best part. It went way better than I expected. So always do that. All right. So again, gratitude turns what we have into enough. And that's where that comes from Aesop. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. This really teaches us that abundance is not about accumulation, but it's all about appreciation, you know. And the more grateful I am, the more beauty I see. And that comes from Mary Davis. What does that mean? This really reminds us that gratitude really changes your perception before it changes circumstances, right? And that's basically what happened for me today. And according from my mentor, Bob Proctor, what you appreciate appreciates, right? Yeah. So, oh, and it's one of the best thing that I heard from him so far, because this really means whatever you consistently acknowledge, what you consistently acknowledge grows in importance. It also grows value and presence in your life, right? Like I'm relating this to my brand and as a business owner, right? In my own life and in the business I love, remembering magic has been the difference between burnout and alignment, between pressure and peace. Instead of constantly chasing the next result, I choose, to acknowledge progress instead of focusing on what's hasn't happened yet. That's where I really recognize what is really already unfolding for me. And that energy really attracts the right people, the right conversation, and the right timing without force. Right? So, yeah, so that's something that I really want to share it with you guys tonight. So, just to close this amazing go live, this is the final day together, right? This is my last day of this day 28 of the Magic Book by Rhonda Byrne. And I really want you to remember that gratitude is not something you finish. It is something that you return to over and over and over again. You don't need to remember everything. You don't need also to find a certain number of blessings, right? You only need to remember one, because one moment of gratitude really reconnects you to the magic of life. So, when you remember the magic, you begin to live differently, more trusting, right, and more openly, right? So thank you guys for walking this journey with me for 28 days, and I really appreciate you guys. So again, um, gratitude, and always remember one thing. And because once you remember one thing that you're grateful for, and then the next one will come up, and the next one will come up, and the next one will come out, right? So yeah, so that's it, everybody. Wow, I did it for 30 minutes, guys. So thank you so much. Oh, Indra, thank you so much, Indra. Filomena, oh, I can't wait to see you in Fiji. I'll be coming there. Oh my gosh, in less than a month now, 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, yes. No, no, no. Oh yeah, it's 1 month because it's February 4 and I will be flying on March 4. So I cannot wait to see you guys. I'm so excited. I am so excited to be in paradise in the island. Yes, I'm already see if I am excited, I stutter, because of excitement. So I can't really wait. I can't really wait to be a see every time I say a word, my imagination or my investigation is so powerful. Just like even though I'm talking with you guys, I can see sunset. I can see myself because I book a room. It's an ocean view. Yeah. So sorry guys for rubbing in. I am just so excited. So if you really want to join me in Fiji, just book your flight. Okay. So I book a room overlooking the ocean, right? And I cannot wait. So this is my room, right? And it's just like it's just like a really really nice green grass, and there's so many chairs, right? And then it's just like walking beside almost like few steps by the beach, and I cannot wait. I can see the coconut trees, the palm trees, right? I can see the palm trees. I can see the sunset, and that's basically what I put on my vision board in there. Like in my vision board, actually, I saw these two palm trees, and I can see the sunset, you know, and then I see myself here, probably on the left side, yeah, on the left side leaning on to the palm trees. So that is something that I really want to see in Fiji, because if that I never been to Fiji, right? But I visualize myself doing that, and if I see the two palm trees, that I see it on my visualization, and I leaning myself over there watching the sunset, that's something that really excites me. That's gonna be like that gives me goosebump, or probably freaks me out a little bit, that whatever I see in my mind's eye is gonna be the exact thing that I see there in Fiji. Will be so amazing. Right? So that's why be careful what you ask for, because what you ask for is gonna be a reality, right? So again, that's what I asked. I want to go to Fiji, and all of a sudden someone in our business community reached me out that, Arnett, do you want to be a guest speaker in Fiji? And like, what did you just say? That's on my vision board. And of course I say yes. I cannot say no. Anything that I really want to go, I always say yes, you know, because that was an idea. And I love ideas, you know. I love ideas. I love serving people, and I go there to serve people, right? And that is one of the best thing that I can do, right? So again, I am really really excited, and I'll take a picture, guys, if it's exactly identity oh, what is that, identical to the one that I saw in my mind's eye. And that's very very exciting to share you guys, if if it was, if it's really really matches that image that I saw. Yeah, so to be continued, and that I have 1 month to go. I have 1 month to go. So, and I'll update you guys when I am there. All right, everybody, thank you so much. So basically, I just finished writing my book, and now after this one I just do my journaling and meditation, then go to sleep. So that's it, everybody. I will see you uh, tomorrow. So because this is my day, last day of reading the book of by Rhonda Byrne, but But again, I'll be announcing soon when I'm gonna start the 90 days Go and Success that I created 2 years ago. 2 years ago. No, it's not 2 years ago. More than a year ago. Okay. Yes, because I created that 90 days Core and Success challenge in our business community. That is the blueprint that I did. And you are welcome, guys, to do that with me for the 90 days Core and Success challenge. And yeah, so let's all do it together so we can go live together too. So that's it, everybody. Thank you so much. And if nobody else said yes to you yet, I love you guys and have a good night. Bye bye.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it